Hi my friends, I'm Susannah, and today's Strong Bones Forever yoga session is a combo session of some yoga, some qigong, and strength training with and without weights. So if you'd like to join me with the weights, you can go get weights that feel appropriate for your level. I'll be using 3 pounds, 5 pounds, and a 10-pound dumbbell. So that said, gather up what you need, and I'll meet you back where we will begin, like we always do, by getting grounded. Hi my friends, welcome. So I'd like to take you through what I do on a regular basis. It's kind of a combo of yoga and strength training. And it begins with some movement to warm up our joints, find that body-mind connection through grounding, and it's kind of based on qigong. So let's begin with our feet hip width apart, root down in 2 feet. You can bend and straighten the knees, feel the earth beneath you. Excellent. Bend and straighten. Good. Now, let's step your right foot forward and have your left foot be on an angle. Make space for your hips here. So this is a warrior one stance, but not a big one, a short warrior one. Root down. From here, we lean forward and then part the waves. Open up your heart, your chest as you come back and lift your head, lift your sternum. Straightening both legs here, but now bend the front knee as you lean forward again. So it's reach and lean back. Take the weight into your front foot, take the weight into your back heel. A couple more times. Excellent. Good. Pause in the back. Pause with your front leg straight, back leg straight, glutes a little bit squeezing. Place the backs of your hands on your lower back, or you could grab your elbows. Lift your sternum, look up, breathe, and then bend the front knee and release the arms. Step up until you're in crane pose. So you're balancing, I call this crane pose. You're balancing on one leg, you've got 90 degrees with the front leg, cactus the arms, and then make happy faces with your foot or circle your ankle. So just move your foot around in random ways. If you need to hold on to something for support, you certainly could be next to a wall or a chair if you need some support for balance. Good. Okay, and 2 feet down, step it back to where you started. Let's do the other side. So you're stepping your left foot forward. You're putting your right foot on an angle, rooting down, then reach forward and part the waves, come back. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, chest opens. So you realize we are moving forward, but it's not a forward bend, right? It's a lengthening up movement. Breathe, and it's a opening of the shoulders and the chest movement. Great. 1 or 2 more. Finally, hold it back. Place the backs of your hands on your lower back or grab your elbows. Chest is open. Breastbone up. Feel lifted. Feel grounded, right? You're connected. Your legs are strong and working. Chest is lifted. Excellent. Move forward, bend the front knee, and then the weight comes onto that front leg. Balance, lift up your right leg until you're at 90 degrees. Remember, it's fine to hold on to a wall or a chair if you need to. Maybe bring the arms up, stretch, elbows out, and then go ahead. Your hands can go anywhere they like right now, but I like to move the ankle joint and the foot around here. Random ways. Rotate one direction, rotate the other. Excellent. And release. 2 feet down. Step it out. Stepping medium wide width. We're going to go a little bit side to side. So remember, we're warming up the joints to do some strength work. Go side to side. Good. Pause in a goddess position, tailbone down. Standing squat, breathe. Let's sink a bit, feel strength in the lower body without rounding, just lift and lower. Good. And then you can go ahead and drop your right shoulder over and then look towards your left. Breathe. Back to center. You're going to roll up and then again sink down. Keep your sternum lifted. Take your left shoulder. It's a turn. Your inner thighs you're pulling them away. Look over your right shoulder. Breathe. Back to center and up you come. Perfect. Rotate your feet forward and then step back to your mountain pose, Tadasana. All right, it's time to add some weight in order to stress our bones and muscles and get stronger. Okay, my first exercise is moving mountain with weight, and I will be using the heaviest weight that I have for this fairly simple exercise. So I can handle 10 pounds, but you might choose 5 pounds, okay? Or whatever you've got that feels appropriate for you. But I'll show you why this is simple, yet you don't want to go too heavy if you're not ready. So grab a weight, hold it firmly in both hands, so you're gripping the sides of your dumbbell, and bring that right in front of your chest. Now, mountain pose, root down in 2 feet, engage the muscles of your kneecaps, gently squeeze your glutes and relax your shoulders. Ramp your head back so you've got that great posture, and you're holding your elbows in towards your rib cage. Put your awareness in the crown of your head, and I've just talked you through mountain pose, which is the foundational yoga posture of standing. But now we're going to add something to create stress. Are you ready? Because you're holding a weight. Take a breath in through your nose and start to glide that weight, lift it up as you extend your arms straight overhead. Straighten your arms as well as you can, and now you're holding a weight over your head. Now, I've got 10 pounds over my head, and if I were to drop it, the consequences would be terrible. So I'm not going to drop it, and I encourage you to take it easy. If you feel like this is scary, then slowly release your weight and find a lighter weight. Okay? So I'm holding this 10-pound weight over my head, and I'm thinking about how that is really putting a lot of load on my arm muscles, shoulder muscles, all the way down through my spine, hips to my feet. And I'm breathing. And now we're going to turn it into the moving mountain. So keep gliding that weight now down past your nose to your chest, bend your knees, and extend the arms towards the earth. So now you're holding on to your weight, you're letting the weight pull your shoulders down, but you're not rounding your spine. So you don't need to notice that I'm only going as far down as my knees will allow, so you might not go down that far. And keep the spine straight. And then stand up again, squeeze your butt, and glide the weight up past your throat, nose, forehead, up. When you're up, take a couple breaths, and then bring it down. Past your nose, throat, chest, bend the knees, and towards the earth, and up. So now we're going to go up and down about 5 times. I squeeze my butt as I stand up. I go straight up and push up and down. So a deceptively simple exercise, but if your weight is heavy, it really is quite a load. And if your weight's not heavy, that's great. You're still adding more weight than no weight, right? Okay, last time. Okay, and let's bring the weight back to the chest and carefully release it. Okay, I'm going to put my weight down and shake it out. All right, next up is one of my favorite yoga strength training exercises, and it's the yoga pose side angle bend using weights. And I suggest you take 2 weights for this so that you'll have the option of heavier and then lighter in this same position. So here's how it goes. I've got a 5-pounder and a 3-pounder. You could just do 2 3-pounders and see if you can hold them in one hand. I'm holding this in my left hand, taking the right foot forward, left foot back, and bringing my body into, lower body into warrior 2 stance. So that's a strengthening position for your lower body. With both weights in your left hand, take your right forearm and rest it on your right thigh and roll your top shoulder back. So this is side angle bend while holding a weight. Find your breath here. And now we'll do rows with those weights. So you'll drop the arm down, and I like to think of this as pulling the gas on the lawnmower. Remember when your dad used to do that? So you pull that thing to get the lawnmower started. So up to your side, to your hip or your hip pocket, and down. So you let the weight pull you down a little bit and then pull up, keeping your elbow in line. So let's do 2 more. No, let's do 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let that weight rest on your hip, which is weight on your hip, weight on your spine, which is a good thing. And now you're going to choose the lighter of the 2 if they're different weights to put in your top hand. Bottom hand will take the heavier. If they're the same weight, obviously it doesn't matter. But I've got my 5-pound in the lower hand, the 3-pound on the top, and now ever so slowly and carefully I'm going to extend my top arm straight up and hold. And I'm holding that lighter weight up top. Let's hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Carefully release. Straighten the bent leg. Pivot your foot forward. Bend both knees and step out carefully. Very nice. Other side. So left foot forward, right foot back, both weights in your right hand, rest on your hip. Come into your warrior stance for your legs. And now left forearm to left thigh, top shoulder back. Hold here. Breathe. And now, like you're pulling on the lawnmower, you'll drop the arm down and then pull up for 10. And just go up and down. Let the weight pull the arm down and then come up into your hip pocket, keeping the elbow in line, straight with your body. 2. All right, and of course I'm not counting, so I think we'll do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Once again, rest your weights on your hip. So good. Breathe. And now put one weight in your bottom hand, one weight in your top hand. If they are different weights, I suggest the top hand is the lighter of the 2, and extend your arms straight up. And then you want to hold it there for about a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly release. Lift up, straighten your standing leg and pivot your foot forward, and then step it out. Excellent. Okay, I'm going to grab both of my light weights, 3-pounders, and do some triceps. So pull in and out. So let's do 10. You could be doing this with 5 pounds, 3 pounds, whatever works. As you take the arms back behind you, squeeze them. Squeeze those triceps. Okay. This is yoga. So we're going to add a yoga pose to this. Utkatasana. So 2 feet are hip width apart. Sit back. Weight in your heels. And go. 4, 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Lift your sternum though. Breathe and straighten the legs and release. Excellent. Okay. Next up, bicep curls. Take a weight that is relatively heavy. I usually use 10 pounds, but today for this video, I'm going to use 8 pounds, grabbing my 5 and my 3. Standing with your feet hip width apart, shoulders relaxed. Come in, do one arm at a time. So that's 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and switch. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. All right, next up, goddesses, goddess pose, or weighted squats. So I recommend a heavy weight for this one. I'm using my 10-pounder. I'm holding it like a goblet in front of my chest, see, like this. You want to have it close into the chest, shoulder blades back and down. Stand with your feet a comfortable distance apart, shoulders relaxed. Keep your breastbone up, people, head slightly back, and sit. 4, 8, 7, squeeze your butt. Sit low. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze, and 1. Good. And now carefully lower it down. Grab whatever you're going to use for triceps, and we'll do triceps again. So prepare to do Utkatasana, chair pose. Starting standing though, so take it back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now sit back in Utkatasana, which is chair pose. So weight in your heels and go again. So 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it. Slowly straighten. Good. And then side angle bend rows again. So the way to get stronger is to do these exercises multiple times. So here we go again. Take your wide stance. Let's take your left foot to the left, left foot to the left, right foot angles, bend your right knee, put your 2 weights in your top hand, which is the back foot hand. Rest those weights on your hip. Take your shoulders back and rest your forearm on your thigh. Good, and now drop down and pull up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Put your weights in either hand. I suggest the lighter weight on the top if you've got 2 different sizes. And then lift up and hold it. And breathe. So think about why we're doing this. We're doing this to add strain, stress, load to our skeleton. Find your breath. Breathe. And slowly, mindfully, bring your weight to your hip. Straighten the bent knee. Pivot your foot forward. Go the other way. Both weights, if you're using 2, rest on your hip. Find your stance. Rest your forearm to your thigh. Roll top shoulder back. Find breath. And then do your lawnmower pulls. So drop the arm, let the weight pull you down, and then up right into your hip pocket. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good, and then put 1 weight in each hand. Roll top shoulder back. Find your nice alignment here. Bend a little deeper. And then the top arm, holding the lighter weight, goes straight up. And you're breathing. So good. Take a deeper breath in as you stretch up. Be mindful as you move your limbs while you're holding weights. You want to move slowly and carefully. And you can put them down. Very nice. Let's do another weighted squat. So heavier weight at your chest. Find a comfortable stance for your feet and your knees. Test it out. You can always change it. If your knees aren't happy, you can take a different stance. Okay? Root down in your heels, relax the shoulders, lift your sternum, smile, and go for 8. Squeeze your butt at the top. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Squeeze, pivot both feet straight, and step together. Release. Carefully place your weight down. We're going to finish this video today with weighted bridges, something I know many of you are aware are super beneficial for our spines, and if we add weight, for our hips. So I'm going to do it in an unorthodox way, so you can join me or not. You can also do this without weight at all. I'm going to take 2 weights that I happen to have. I have a 5-pound and a 3-pound. You could use 2 of the same. Experiment with what is going to feel good for you. I'm going to be placing them in my groin area, right by my hip bones. And since my weights are 2 different weights, I'm going to do it twice because I'm going to switch the sides. Ready to join me? So I'm going to place my weights right beside my mat so they'll be there when I get down. transitioning from standing to the mat safely. I'll be stepping 1 foot forward. So come into a lunge. Back of your foot is nice and grounded. So you're going to bend and straighten in this lunge. Now drop the back knee to the mat, keeping your spine straight, both knees down, and then hips to the one side. Okay, I found my way to my seat, and now we'll go on to our backs. Scoot your hips forward, lift your sternum, relax the shoulders, and come on down with a straight back until you're all the way on the mat. Now, once we're here, let's just take a nice moment to pull the knees in and rock your lower back side to side. Why? Because it feels good. Okay, and now plant both feet on your mat, heels close in towards your butt, and find your weights. So again, I'm doing this in a very odd way to have 2 different weights on each side, but that's okay. Why not? Because life is not all about being completely balanced, and I'm going to balance it out by doing it twice. So first time I've got my 3 pound on one side, my 5 pound on the other. I scoot them into my groin by the hip bones and into the groin. And it feels pretty stable, but my fingers can be there to stabilize. So if they start to roll away, I'm going to be right there. Okay? So you can also do this with maybe your weighted vest over your hips or something that will bring some weight to this area of your body. Root down in 2 feet. Arms are beside you. Find your breath. Now lift those hip bones up off the floor. Lift the weights you've got in there. Ooh, if they start rolling, you scoot them into position. Your forearms are grounded. Your fingers are near those weights just for safety. And you are going to lift a little higher up. Inner thighs engage, glutes engage. Rib cage does not push up, it stays down. And here you are. Let's hold for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Maybe lift a little higher. 2 and 1. Lower slowly. And now we're going to go up and down 10 times. So lift it up and down. That was 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, squeeze your butt out when you're up, and 1, and down. Excellent. Now I'm going to switch sides. So pick up your weights. If you use 2 different sides, I'm guessing you probably didn't use 2 different sizes, but if you did, like me, I want to balance things out by switching, and we'll do it again. Okay? Now, you might choose to have your feet be in a slightly different position. That's a very good thing to do as well, just to give your body and your muscles and your bones a little different experience of this load. Okay? It's all about loading your muscles and your bones so that they will get stressed, and when they get stressed, they'll get stronger. Here we go. Root down in 2 feet and lift it up. When you're up, we're going to hold. First is the hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower. And now lift and lower for 10. Lift it up and squeeze. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and ready for the last one? 10. Squeeze your butt. Squeeze your inner thighs. If your weights start rolling, fix them. Root down in your arm bones. Keep your rib cage down. Keep your chest lowered as you lift your hips and squeeze your butt. Even awareness of your feet. Press down on your feet, lift your toes. Ready to go, and release gently. Make all of your moves mindful, especially when using weight. Lower your weights to one side and push yourself up to sitting. Let's end today's session together. Adding weights is an amazing way to strengthen your bones and muscles. So come to your final sitting position here. Relax your shoulders. Let's do arms out to the sides. Turn your right palm up, stretch it up, lift and lengthen, root down in your right hip, side stretch to one direction, to your left. Fits your right arm up, you're leaning to the left. Then both arms can come up, rotate to your right, left hand on right knee, right hand behind you, lift and lengthen, very gentle turn. Good, back to center. Let's do the other side. Arms out to the sides, feel a nice long line from shoulders to fingertips. Turn your left palm up. Lift the left arm and lengthen. Root down in your left hip, side bend over. Great. And then as you come up, both arms will reach up. Turn. Right hand to left knee, left hand behind you, lift and lengthen. Sternum to the side. Shoulders are relaxed. Find your breath. Turn and look forward as you undo and twist. And thank you. I hope this video adding weights to your yoga practice was beneficial. For those of us that have low bone density, perhaps we've been diagnosed with osteopenia or osteoporosis, adding weight to our movements will help build muscle strength as well as bone strength. So every little bit helps. If you enjoyed today's video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up. That's click that like button. And if you're new, welcome. I hope you enjoyed this video. I have many more that are appropriate if you have low bone density, yoga, and other strength training videos. You can subscribe to the channel. Finally, if you are not yet a member of the Strong Bones Challenge Facebook group, go below and you'll find a link where you can request to be a member of our supportive community. So thanks so much. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Namaste.